everyone. Today I want to talk about something that makes the difference between success and failure, staying focused on your goals and ignoring the noise. We live in a world full of distractions, from social media notifications to unsolicited opinions, from self doubt to external criticism. Noise is everywhere. But if you want to achieve something great, you must learn to tune it out and keep your eyes on the prize. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. Do you think they got there by listening to every distraction, every doubter, every negative voice? No. They focused on their goals, worked relentlessly, and refused to be swayed by the noise around them. Successful people stay focused because they understand that distractions are the enemy of progress. They do not let external noise, opinions, or temporary setbacks dictate their path. Instead, they develop a laser-sharp focus on their goals, refusing to be swayed by negativity or obstacles. When challenges arise, they do not waste time complaining or doubting themselves. They find solutions, adjust their strategies, and keep moving forward. One of the biggest reasons why many people fail to achieve their goals is that they allow themselves to be distracted by things that do not contribute to their growth. Whether it's social media, negative people, or even their own self-doubt, distractions pull them away from what truly matters. Successful individuals recognize this early on and take deliberate steps to minimize distractions. They establish routines, set boundaries, and remain disciplined even when they don't feel like working. Another important trait of focused individuals is the ability to say no. They understand that not every opportunity, project, or social event is worth their time. Instead of trying to do everything, they prioritize what aligns with their goals and decline anything that doesn't serve their vision. This ability to filter out unnecessary commitments allows them to invest their time and energy into things that truly matter. Moreover, successful people are not easily influenced by what others think. They do not waste time seeking validation or worrying about whether people approve of their choices. Instead, they trust their own judgment and remain committed to their dreams. They know that everyone has an opinion, but not all opinions are valuable. By keeping their focus on their goals, they avoid getting caught up in unnecessary drama or self-doubt. They also maintain a long-term mindset. While others may give up when results don't come immediately, focused individuals understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. They embrace the process, stay patient, and continue working hard even when they don't see immediate rewards. They build habits that reinforce their discipline, and over time, these small, consistent efforts compound into significant achievements. Ultimately, staying focused requires determination, self-awareness, and the ability to ignore distractions. It is not about being perfect, but about being persistent. No matter what happens around them, successful people keep their eyes on their goals, adapt to challenges, and push forward with unwavering commitment. Your why is your anchor because it serves as the driving force behind every action you take toward your goals. When you have a strong and deeply personal reason for pursuing something, it becomes much harder to give up when challenges arise. Your why is what pushes you to keep going when you feel tired, unmotivated, or discouraged. It reminds you of the bigger picture and keeps you focused even when the path is difficult. Many people set goals, but not all of them achieve them. One of the main reasons is that their goals are not connected to something deeply meaningful. They may want to succeed, but if they don't have a strong enough reason, they will struggle to stay committed when things get tough. This is why it's important to take time to understand your why. Ask yourself, why do I want this? What will achieving this goal do for me and those around me? How will my life change if I succeed? When you have clear answers to these questions, your motivation becomes stronger and you develop the resilience needed to push through obstacles. Your why also gives you clarity. When you know why you are doing something, it becomes easier to make decisions and prioritize your time. You stop getting distracted by things that don't align with your purpose, and you become more intentional about how you spend your energy instead of getting lost in temporary distractions or worrying about what others think. You stay focused on what truly matters to you. Additionally, your why serves as a source of strength during difficult times. No journey towards success is smooth, and setbacks are inevitable. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when self-doubt creeps in, and when you question whether it's all worth it. But if your why is strong enough, it will give you the courage to keep moving forward. It acts as a reminder that your efforts are not in vain and that the struggle is part of the process. Your why also helps you stay disciplined. When you don't feel like working, when motivation fades, and when distractions try to pull you away, your why keeps you grounded. It fuels your determination, keeps you consistent, and helps you develop the habits needed to reach your goals. It transforms your mindset from "I have to do this" to "I want to do this," making the journey more fulfilling. Those who achieve great success are the ones who never lose sight of their purpose, no matter what challenges they face. Clarity strengthens focus, because when you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it becomes much easier to stay committed and avoid distractions. Without clarity, it's easy to drift aimlessly, wasting time on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. When you define your goals with precision, you give yourself a clear target to work toward, and every decision you make becomes more intentional. Many people struggle with staying focused because they don't have a specific direction. They may have a general idea of what they want, but without a well-defined goal, they are easily swayed by distractions, opinions, and short-term pleasures. Clarity eliminates this uncertainty. When you set a clear goal, you create a roadmap for yourself, making it easier to track your progress and stay motivated. Having clarity also allows you to break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can often feel overwhelming, and without a clear plan, it's easy to get discouraged. But when you know exactly what needs to be done, you can take consistent action without second-guessing yourself. Each small step you complete brings you closer to your ultimate vision, reinforcing your focus and determination. Another benefit of clarity is that it helps you say no to distractions. When you are unsure about your goals, it's easy to get sidetracked by things that don't contribute to your growth. You may spend time on activities that feel productive, but don't actually move you forward. However, when you have a clear understanding of what you want, it becomes much easier to recognize what is important and what is not. You stop wasting time on things that don't align with your vision and focus only on what truly matters. Clarity also strengthens your resilience. When you know exactly why you are working towards something and what it means to you, setbacks and obstacles don't shake you as easily. You understand that challenges are part of the journey, and instead of feeling lost or discouraged, you adjust your approach and keep going. This ability to stay focused despite difficulties is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Ultimately, clarity is a powerful tool that allows you to stay on track, make better decisions, and maintain long-term focus. It gives you the confidence to pursue your dreams without hesitation. knowing that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. Discipline beats motivation because motivation is temporary, while discipline creates lasting success. Many people start their journey with excitement and enthusiasm, but as time goes on, that initial motivation fades. They begin to procrastinate, make excuses, and lose sight of their goals. This is where discipline becomes essential. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It is the foundation of success because it ensures that you remain consistent regardless of your mood or circumstances. People often rely on motivation to get things done, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you may wake up feeling energized and ready to work toward your goals. Other days you may feel tired, uninspired, or discouraged. If you depend on motivation alone, you will struggle to make progress on the days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. Discipline, however, removes emotions from the equation. It turns actions into habits so that working toward your goals becomes a routine rather than a choice. Developing discipline requires commitment and self-control. It means setting priorities, establishing routines, and making sacrifices when necessary. Successful people do not wait for the perfect moment to take action. They show up every day, put in the work, and remain consistent even when progress seems slow. They understand that success is built through small, repeated actions over time, not through occasional bursts of motivation. Discipline also helps you resist distractions. In today's world, there are countless things competing for your attention: social media, entertainment, unnecessary commitments, and instant gratification. Without discipline, it is easy to get sidetracked and waste valuable time on things that do not contribute to your goals. However, when you are disciplined, you learn to prioritize what truly matters. You develop the ability to say no to distractions and focus only on what will bring you closer to success. The key to building discipline is consistency. It is not about making big changes overnight, but about taking small, deliberate steps every day. Whether it is waking up early, following a structured plan, or sticking to a routine, discipline ensures that you continue progressing even when the journey gets tough. Over time, disciplined actions become second nature, making success inevitable. Filtering the opinions you listen to is crucial because not all advice is valuable and not every opinion deserves your attention. In life, you will encounter countless people who have something to say about your goals, dreams, and choices. Some will support and encourage you, while others will criticize and try to bring you down. If you listen to every opinion, you will end up confused, discouraged, and uncertain about your path. Learning to filter out negativity and focus only on constructive feedback is essential for staying committed to your goals. One of the biggest mistakes people make is allowing the opinions of others to dictate their decisions. They seek validation from those who do not understand their vision and end up doubting themselves. The truth is, not everyone will understand your dreams, and that's okay. Your goals are personal, and you do not need approval from others to pursue them. Instead of trying to please everyone, focus on what aligns with your values and aspirations. It is also important to consider the source of the advice you receive. Not everyone who gives you feedback has your best interest at heart. Some people offer criticism out of jealousy, insecurity, or fear. Others may mean well but lack the knowledge or experience to guide you effectively. When evaluating advice, ask yourself, is this person experienced in the area I am pursuing? Do they have a track record of success? Are they offering constructive criticism, or are they simply being negative? By filtering out unhelpful opinions, you can avoid unnecessary self-doubt and stay focused on your goals. At the same time, be open to learning from those who have achieved what you aspire to. Constructive feedback from mentors, experts, and trusted individuals can help you grow and improve. The key is to differentiate between valuable insights and noise. Listen to those who uplift, guide, and inspire you, and ignore those who try to hold you back. Learning to filter opinions also strengthens your confidence. When you stop seeking external validation and start trusting yourself, you become more decisive and self-assured. You develop the ability to make choices based on your own judgment rather than the expectations of others. This inner confidence allows you to stay focused on your goals without being influenced by negative opinions. Doubt is part of the journey because every worthwhile goal comes with uncertainty and challenges. You may wonder if you are on the right path, if you have what it takes, or if your efforts will ever pay off. This is completely normal. Every successful person has faced self-doubt at some point, but what sets them apart is their ability to push forward despite it. Doubt often arises when you step outside your comfort zone. Whenever you try something new, take a risk, or aim for something big, fear and uncertainty naturally follow. Your mind starts to focus on all the things that could go wrong, making you hesitant to take action. However, growth only happens when you challenge yourself. The fact that you feel doubt is a sign that you are pushing your limits and striving for something greater. Instead of letting doubt paralyze you, use it as motivation. When you start to question yourself, remind yourself of how far you have come. Look at the progress you have already made and the obstacles you have overcome. Doubt is not an indicator of failure. It is a test of your resilience. Those who succeed are not the ones who never feel doubt, but the ones who keep going despite it. One of the best ways to manage doubt is to take action. Overthinking and waiting for the perfect moment only make doubt stronger. When you take consistent steps toward your goal, even if they are small, you build confidence. Every time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Over time, doubt loses its power because you develop a strong belief in your ability to succeed. Surrounding yourself with the right people also helps combat doubt. Encouragement and support from those who believe in you can make a huge difference. When you have mentors, friends, or family members who remind you of your strengths, it becomes easier to stay confident in your journey. On the other hand, negative influences can fuel self-doubt, so be mindful of who you allow into your space. The key to overcoming doubt is to trust yourself and your process. Understand that doubt is a natural part of the journey and that everyone experiences it. Instead of letting it stop you, use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. Every challenge you overcome, every risk you take, and every step you move forward will make you stronger and more confident in your abilities. Consistency is key because success is not built overnight. It is the result of repeated efforts over time. Many people start with enthusiasm, but they fail to maintain the momentum necessary to achieve long-term results. They work hard for a short period, then get discouraged when they do not see immediate progress. However, those who succeed understand that small daily efforts compound over time to create significant results. Consistency is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. One of the biggest challenges people face is maintaining discipline when they do not see immediate results. It is easy to stay motivated in the beginning when the excitement is high, but real progress happens when you push through the moments of doubt, boredom, and difficulty. Consistency means showing up and putting in the work, even when you do not feel like it. It means sticking to your plan even when progress is slow. Many people underestimate the power of consistent effort, But those who keep going despite challenges eventually see breakthroughs. Another important aspect of consistency is building good habits. Success is not about doing something perfectly once. It is about doing the right things repeatedly. When you develop habits that align with your goals, they become second nature. Whether it is exercising daily, practicing a skill, or staying committed to a project, consistent habits create lasting change. Successful people do not rely on motivation alone, they build routines that keep them on track. Over time, these small actions lead to massive results. Consistency also helps build momentum. When you work toward your goals every day, you create a sense of progress that keeps you moving forward. Even if the progress is slow, every small step adds up. Many people quit too early because they expect immediate results, but those who keep going, even when progress seems invisible, eventually achieve success. The key is to trust the process and remain patient, knowing that consistent effort always pays off in the long run. Another crucial benefit of consistency is the confidence it builds. When you repeatedly take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each time you follow through on your commitments, you strengthen your belief in yourself. Over time, this confidence grows, making it easier to stay focused on your goals. Consistency is not just about achieving external success, it is about building the internal discipline and self-trust necessary to accomplish anything you set your mind to. Keeping your circle strong is essential because the people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, motivation, and success. The right people will encourage you, push you to be better, and support you during tough times, while the wrong people can drain your energy, fill you with doubt, and hold you back from reaching your full potential. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your thoughts and actions, so it is crucial to be mindful of who you allow into your space. Successful people understand that they cannot achieve greatness alone. They actively seek out individuals who inspire them, challenge them, and help them grow. They surround themselves with mentors, peers, and friends who share their vision and push them to become better versions of themselves. Having a strong support system can make all the difference when facing challenges. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, it becomes easier to stay motivated and focus on your goals. One of the most powerful aspects of having a strong circle is the accountability it provides. When you share your goals with like-minded individuals, you create a sense of responsibility to follow through. A strong support system will remind you of your commitments, encourage you to stay on track, and hold you accountable when you feel like giving up. This level of accountability can be the difference between pushing through challenges or giving in to self-doubt. At the same time, it is important to distance yourself from negativity. Not everyone will support your ambitions, and some people may try to bring you down out of jealousy, insecurity, or fear. Negative influences can drain your energy, plant seeds of doubt, and discourage you from pursuing your dreams. Recognizing these toxic relationships and setting boundaries is essential for maintaining focus. Instead of allowing negativity to affect your mindset, choose to surround yourself with those who uplift and encourage you. Your circle should also include people who have achieved the success you aspire to. Learning from those who have already walked the path you are on can provide valuable insights and guidance. They can help you avoid common mistakes, offer advice based on their experiences, and serve as a source of inspiration. The company you keep has a direct impact on your mindset and growth. So choosing the right people to surround yourself with is one of the most important decisions you can make. Believing in your ability is a fundamental key to success. because self-doubt can be one of the biggest obstacles to achieving your goals. Many people fail not because they lack talent or resources, but because they do not believe in themselves. When you doubt your abilities, you hesitate, procrastinate, and second-guess your decisions. However, when you have confidence in yourself, you take bold action, persist through challenges, and stay focused on your goals, no matter what obstacles come your way. Self-belief is not about being arrogant or assuming that you will never fail. It is about having the inner conviction that you are capable of learning, growing, and overcoming difficulties. Many successful people started with little experience, knowledge, or resources, but they had one thing in common. They believed in themselves. They knew that even if they did not have all the answers at the beginning, they could figure things out along the way. This mindset allowed them to take risks, embrace challenges, and keep pushing forward despite setbacks. One of the biggest barriers to self-belief is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of not being good enough. These fears can be paralyzing if you let them take control. However, those who achieve success understand that fear is a normal part of the journey. Instead of allowing it to hold them back, they use it as fuel to push themselves further. They recognize that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a learning opportunity that brings them closer to their goals. Building self-belief requires taking action. Confidence does not come from thinking about success. It comes from proving to yourself that you are capable. Every time you take a step toward your goal, no matter how small, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Progress, even in small increments, builds momentum and strengthens your confidence over time. The more you step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself, the more you will realize that you are capable of achieving great things. Another important aspect of believing in yourself is surrounding yourself with positive influences. When you are around people who encourage and support you, it becomes easier to develop confidence in your abilities. On the other hand, if you constantly listen to negativity and doubt from others, it can weaken your belief in yourself. Choosing to engage with uplifting and inspiring people can help you maintain a strong, confident mindset. Self-belief also requires silencing your inner critic. Everyone has an internal voice that sometimes questions their abilities. Instead of letting negative thoughts take over, challenge them with positive affirmations and reminders of your past achievements. Focus on your strengths, celebrate small wins, and remind yourself that setbacks do not define your potential. By consistently reinforcing positive self-talk, you train your mind to focus on what you can do rather than what you fear. Ultimately, believing in your ability is the foundation of success. When you trust yourself, you become more resilient, more willing to take risks, and more committed to your goals. No matter what challenges arise, your self-belief will give you the strength to keep going. The world may doubt you, but as long as you believe in yourself, you have the power to turn your dreams into reality. Ignoring negativity is essential because external influences can shape your mindset, impact your confidence, and either propel you forward or hold you back. In life, you will always encounter people who doubt you, criticize you, or try to discourage you from pursuing your dreams. If you allow negativity to take root in your mind, it can drain your energy, make you question yourself, and even cause you to give up on your goals. The ability to tune out negativity and stay focused on your path is one of the most important skills for success. Negativity can come from many sources: friends, family members, colleagues, social media, or even strangers. Some people project their own fears and insecurities onto others because they do not believe in themselves. They may tell you that your goals are unrealistic, that you are not capable, or that you should settle for something safer. These individuals are often not trying to harm you intentionally, but their words can be damaging if you internalize them. Understanding that negativity is often a reflection of others' limitations rather than your own can help you separate yourself from their opinions. Social media and the internet can also be major sources of negativity. When you put yourself out there, people will always have something to say. Some will support you, but others will try to tear you down with negative comments, criticism, or comparisons. It is easy to get caught up in trying to please everyone or responding to negativity, but doing so only distracts you from your true purpose. Instead of wasting time on negative energy, focus on those who uplift and encourage you. Another form of negativity comes from within, your own self-doubt and fears. The negative thoughts in your mind can sometimes be louder than the criticism of others. You may find yourself questioning whether you are good enough, whether you will succeed, or whether your efforts are worth it. Overcoming self-doubt requires replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations and reminding yourself of your strengths, progress, and past achievements. The more you focus on what you can do rather than what you fear, the stronger and more resilient you become. One of the best ways to ignore negativity is to stay so focused on your goals that you do not have time to entertain distractions. When you are fully engaged in your work, personal growth, and self-improvement, negativity loses its power over you. Instead of allowing doubts and criticism to take up space in your mind, channel your energy into becoming better, learning more, and moving forward. Successful people do not waste time worrying about what others think. They stay committed to their vision regardless of the noise around them. Developing a strong mindset is another key to blocking out negativity. When you believe in yourself, value your own opinions, and trust your instincts, outside negativity does not affect you as much. Building a strong mental foundation takes time, but it starts with choosing what you focus on. Instead of giving attention to negativity, seek out inspiration, encouragement, and positive influences that help you grow. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. Consume content that motivates you and remind yourself daily of your capabilities. Creating boundaries is also important when dealing with negativity. If certain people constantly bring you down, limit your interactions with them. You do not have to cut people out completely, but you can control how much of their energy you allow into your life. Protecting your mental space is essential for staying focused on your goals. You cannot always control what others say, but you can control how you respond and what you allow to affect you. Another way to silence negativity is to prove it wrong with action. The best response to doubters and critics is not arguments or explanations. It is results. When you stay dedicated, work hard, and achieve success, negativity naturally fades into the background. Many successful people were once told they would never make it, but they ignored the negativity, stayed focused, and eventually proved everyone wrong. Lastly, practice gratitude and positive thinking. When you focus on what is going right in your life, rather than what others are saying, you cultivate a positive mindset that makes negativity less impactful. Gratitude shifts your perspective and helps you appreciate how far you have come. Instead of letting negativity bring you down, remind yourself of all the progress you have made, the opportunities you have, and the potential that lies ahead. Negativity will always exist, but how you handle it determines its impact on your life. When you choose to ignore the noise, believe in yourself, and focus on your goals, no amount of criticism or doubt can stop you. In the journey toward your goals, Challenges, distractions, and negativity will always exist, but your ability to stay focused and committed will determine your success. The path may not always be easy, and there will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and external noise trying to pull you off course. However, those who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to be swayed by negativity and remain disciplined in their pursuit. Stay consistent, trust yourself, and surround yourself with positivity. Remember that success is not about seeking validation from others, but about proving to yourself that you are capable. Let your progress speak louder than any doubts or criticisms. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. In the end, the only opinion that truly matters is the one you have about yourself. So believe in your potential, block out the noise, and never stop striving for what you deserve.